What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to another episode of the Totally Cool channel. All right, we are progressing into the week. I'm sure you've seen the Transformers Tuesdays, you've seen the Throwback Thursday. Today, we are into Superhero Saturdays. And when I say superheroes, we have Marvel Legends, X-Men, Iron Man, we have Batman, anything superhero that we have on the collection, we will feature on Saturdays. So stay tuned. For those of you who love X-Men, we've got a ton of X-Men stuff for you. For those of you who like the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we have a lot of Iron Man armors. And as you can see on my left, these will be featured on for the following Saturdays. And okay, we've done a lot of Iron Man armors. We've done to the Mark IV, if I'm not mistaken. We have the Mark V, the Mark VI, and the Mark VII. But we have something very special for you the next coming weeks, next coming Saturdays. And that is a very special Iron Man armor, the Bleeding Edge armor. This is the Amazing Yamaguchi from the Revoltech line. Okay, this is coming up in the next Saturday, so stay tuned. And we're going to take a break from Iron Man. We're going to give Tony Stark a rest. In the last episode of this Superhero Saturday series, we will be venturing into X-Men territory. The mutants, the children of the atom. And what better way to start the Children of the Atom series than with Cyclops? So stay tuned for that. And you know what happens after Cyclops, right? We're going to have to go into Professor X. We're going to have to go into Wolverine. Although we did one episode with the Phoenix, that's in previous episodes. I'll post the link in the comment section below. But as we progress in Superhero Saturdays, you will start seeing new superheroes. Wolverine, you've got Bishop, you've got the X, all of the mutants that we have in our collection will be featured on this channel. We also have Batman. We have, you've seen a lot of our previous episodes on the Iron Man, Marvel Cinematic Universe, different armors. So that's in the future of Superhero Saturdays. And as we progress into this theme, we're going to wrap up the first 7 Iron Man Marvel Cinematic Universe armors with the Mark V, 6, and 7. And then we'll also do the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Bleeding Edge armor. Now, that's not part of the MCU, but it's still one of the most phenomenal toys based on Iron Man. So we'd like to show that to you, and then we'll do a little breather with Cyclops, and then we'll progress into the X-Men. But if there's any character that you want to see featured on Superhero Saturdays, put them in the comment box below, and we'll see if we have that in our collection, and we will feature that in future episodes. So with that being said, we're going to go into the star of the current episode, which is the Iron Man Mark V. Now, if you would recall, Mark V was the first compact suit of armor that Tony Stark had, and it was featured in the Iron Man movies. This was basically an Iron Man armor in a suitcase, or a suitcase that turned into an Iron Man armor. Now, just a little teaser, we have that particular suitcase in our collection, but no, it doesn't turn into an armor. It is a nice centerpiece if you're an Iron Man nut like me. Now, that is in the future episodes that we will be scheduling, or if you would like to see that, or at least get a glimpse of that, post something in the comment box. Let us know what you want to see. Okay, this is the ZD Toys, just like the ZD Toys armors that we've featured from Marks 1 to 4. This is the ZD Toys Mark V. Now, let's look at the box. As always, the center piece is, the focus of attention for this particular box is the arc reactor. Now, unlike the Mark 2, 3, and 3, which had the Iron Man visage in front, this one has the full illustration or full picture of the Mark V. As you can see, it's pretty accurate or it's movie accurate. This is a very simplistic box. On the right side, you just see Iron Man 2 Mark 5. Iron Man 2 being the movie where this movie was with this armor was first seen. And on the left side, you have the Iron Man Mark 2 Mark 5 armor in action pose and says Iron Man 2 Mark 5. In the back, you would see whatever's inside. You would see the Iron Man Mark 5 and two different poses, and there's a surprise: the suitcase that was the initial form of the Mark 5. So, oh, I just noticed. This is something cool. There is sort of like a silhouette on the box. It's like a shadow, a closer look, a shadow of the Mark 5 up close. That's interesting. I don't know if it has. Oh, the others have it too. We'll go back to the Mark 4 and see if it has that. Now, let's go into the toy. But first, let's see how the box opens. Let's open him up. Again, like double-doored refrigerator. Okay. Opens left, opens right. There's a magnetic lock or a locking mechanism. Inside, you'd see the Mark 5 or what's supposed to be inside the Mark 5. Now, that's different because the other armors of Iron Man up to this one were like turtle shells, like one huge armor. This one's like more of an armadillo type thing where it's got layers upon layers protecting the other segments. So it's not as sturdy as the other armors. This one is a bit more modular, a bit more flimsy compared to the other ones. But that being said, let's look at the toy. Okay, pull this out, slide that here, and let's take the toy out. Better to do it this way because, like all ZD toys, it comes with two clamshells. Set this aside. Let's focus on this clamshell. It says there's the stand as usual. The stand Iron Man 2 Mark 5. You have three different sets of hands. This set has holes in them that would be where you would stick the blast effects into. Now you have four blast effects here. Two would fit into the holes of the palm of the glove or the gauntlet, and two could fit into the holes in the boot, making it look like Iron Man was flying and shooting at the same time. You have the arm of the base that would hold Iron Man either in a flying pose or hovering pose or just standing. Based on my experience, these figures don't need help standing up. Okay, so let's get into the action of the actual action figure. Okay, remove the clamshell, remove the plastic, and this is the first fun surprise. As seen in the box, it has this suitcase that turns into the armor that wraps around Tony Stark after he was attacked by Whiplash. Okay, so there's the figure. Let's set this aside. This is nice. Have him stand up like this. Okay, and the suitcase like this would be a nice way to display him on your cabinet. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's focus on the figure. Okay, let's put this here. Let's start with the head. Head tilt, up and down, very, very minimal. But the twist is anatomically correct. Right, left. I think he turns more to the left than to the right. No, just right. Just right. Okay, so face forward. He doesn't look up or look down too much, unlike real human beings where you could just really look up at the ceiling. And then there's that ab twist. Not much. There's no waist twist. Let's look at the shoulder. Shoulder goes 90 degrees. Pretty cool. Same thing on the other side. 90 degrees. Okay. He has that bicep twist. Okay. So he can go 90 degrees and then he can go like this. Nice. And then he has double jointed elbows. There's that one joint and there's the other joint. So two joints. And then the wrist twist. A little bit of a twist and hinge. Okay, just like a normal wrist. Now, let's look at the waist. Waist is pretty okay. Let's go like this. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. This is the first time this happened to a ZD Toys figure that we've had, or we've shown on the channel. You see the hip? It just fell. Just unlocked. Just hinged down. It's not. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's supposed to lock in place and just move out. Okay, moving forward. No, it can't move forward that much because of this part. The sort of like the trunks or the crotch. So can't really do that. The back, yeah, he's okay. The knee, two joints again on the knee, double jointed knees. Got one, that's one joint, and there's the other joint. Okay, it's got a nice. It even mimics the patella or the kneecap, because, like I said, this is like a very flimsy armor, and you just have certain metal parts covering important human body parts. Foot-wise, as usual, very minimal ankle twist, ankle movement, ankle hinge, just right. But this is the part that worries me. It doesn't normally do that. ZD Toys have normally been well made to the point that they're pretty sturdy even for its price. Let's look at the other one. Yeah, it does that too. So I don't know if it's because it's supposed to be able to fly or, but here's one thing. We've never actually seen the Mark V fly in the movie. There's no footage of that it was able to fly. So I'm not sure what that's for. And the reason why I mentioned that is because unlike the Mark III and the Mark IV, which had back flaps that would allow it to either speed up or slow down while in flight, this one does not. So that's very different from what we've seen in the past. Okay? So this is the first ZD Toys that we've actually had and we've reviewed that has something negative about it. But not too much. Not too much. I mean, it could be because of it's just this toy. Maybe when we open the Hall of Armor version, which supposedly has the same figure, just different casing and a different packaging, we'll see if it's a toy specific issue or if it's an item issue or if it's a quality control issue. But with that, let's go into the toy review. Okay, right out of the box, as always, the box, the packaging, the extra accessories, ZD Toys just impresses. 4 out of 5. Easy 4 out of 5. Playability, except for that loose hinge, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work. Really, I'd still give it a 3. Because you can put him through different poses, you have different hands, you have blast effects. If you were just playing with other 6-inch action figures of the Marvel Legends line, it's going to fit well. But again, if you're recreating that scene, and there is a Whiplash toy, I don't think there's an Ivan Vanko toy. I think there's one, but I'm not sure. Let me do a research on that. But if you're doing versus Whiplash, Mark V, it's supposed to be the Mark VI. But anyway, if you're trying to do that, recreate that scene, this one is going to fit that role. Posability or shelf and desk appeal. Oh yeah, unbelievable. The red just shines, and then the muted silver, the muted metal, it just unbelievable. It's as it's as movie accurate as they come. Especially if you look at the back where you see that there's consistency in the molding. Okay, it's like armor plating on armor plating on armor plating. Right over there. See, it's very consistent. The attention to detail is just awesome. And we're just talking about the figure. This is the first Iron Man armor that we've seen that has an additional accessory. You can pose it like this. It stands right there. You put it on yourself like this. Nice. Nice. Kudos ZD Toys. This is gonna take that to say 4 out of 5. Price point again, 1,300, 1,000. I've seen this in the malls. They're about 1,600, maybe 1,700. Still pretty good. It's still a 4 out of 5. Amazing quality, amazing value for money. It's bang for your buck. So, I mean, absolutely nice. Overall, overall, I'd give this a high 4.5. I've loved the ZD toys from Marks 1 to 4. Well, not Mark 1. I liked Mark 1. Again, I've had issues with the size compared to the other armors, but Marks 2 to 4 and now 2 to 5, I absolutely love. I couldn't wait to open the other two. I'm not even sure if I want to have a break from the Iron Man armor, but maybe you should, maybe our viewers should. That's why we're going to X-Men. I might just fall too much in love with Iron Man. But that is a different topic. So, I'd give this a 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. I'm sorry. And I don't want to put him back in the box, but I should. I want to keep him somewhere safe. So with that, ends our review on the ZD Toys Iron Man Mark 5. And hope you liked this episode. And if you did, just hit on like. And you can also see us on Facebook. The page is the same as the channel's name. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Or if you're on Facebook, hit on follow. But also don't forget, click that bell button so that you would be notified for any reviews that we come up in the next few days. Like I said, this is Superhero Saturday, so I'm so excited to show you what we have for the next Saturdays. We have the Iron Man Mark 6, Iron Man Mark 7, the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi, and then we're going to venture into X-Men territory. With that, thank you for watching. Hope to see you on our next episodes. And before we go, just want to say, toys are not just cool. They're totally cool. See you and happy collecting.